how do I get myself out of this sales machine? Right? Like I can't keep that going. This is now requiring a ton of my time on all the other stuff. But I need the sales to keep going in order to fund and pay for all the other stuff that's happening in the business. And the answer isn't you remove yourself from that process entirely. The answer is you ascend through that process. All right. And here's what I mean. Step one, promote yourself at a lead generation. Right? So if you look at a sales organization, like picture yourself twice as big, right? So double your revenue, and let's assume that you've got the semblance of a sales team building. Well, the first thing you want to do is promote yourself out of the lead gen. All right. So what do? You can systematize it. You can flip it to marketing. You can go hire a BDR or an ISR, like whatever acronym you want to give it. You can give somebody or hire somebody to bring them on board and start doing the prospecting for you. It's the lowest investment to make. If you just look at total comp of people in a sales organization, all that stuff, hiring an SDR is going to be the lower capital investment that you have to make to hire somebody and replace the function. Second reason is the payback period on that role, because the ROI and the sales cycle of the person doing that job is compressed. Like they're generating leads, they're getting you bookings, they're getting you appointments. And I'm now primarily the AE, the account executive, and the sales manager, right? So I've offloaded that. Now as the AE, as the salesperson, I'm going to run these deals. I'm going to make sure that this function on the SDR side is operational and that it's working the way that I want. Now what I want to do is figure out, how do I promote myself out of the outside sales rep role? Okay, so now I'm going to hire somebody to go to fill those shoes. Now, the other thing about this strategy is one pays for the other. Okay, so when the SDR starts setting appointments and I start going on those appointments and start closing some deals, it now gives me more capital, gives me more cash to hire the next role. Somebody will find somebody that can run really good discovery, somebody that can actually close deals. And I'm going to look for a way to promote myself out of this role. And I'm going to do that properly, right? I'm going to hire the right person. I'm going to give them a training plan. I'm going to ramp them up, like all those things. At that point, now what I have is I've got somebody in the lead gen function, the SDR. I've got somebody who's capable of closing deals and running things as the OSR. So guess what that makes you? You've now promoted yourself to sales manager, because those two people, unless you hire somebody else, which I wouldn't recommend in this process anyway, at this point, you're now the sales manager. They report to you.